I think the second part of my freshman year, with the influence of Roger Prince and seeing the stuff that was around in that building, I drifted towards sculpture more. And I worked with him that summer. He had a summer course in '65, and I was his assistant. You know. And I did a lot of sculpture there. Yeah, recently my painting has come back into my sculpture with the watercolors and the shaped paper sculptures I've been doing. And also it came out of relief sculpture, which I was doing a lot of. And I've been working with paper, you know, in shallow relief pieces. So it related to that. Yeah, Barca Tartaro encouraged me a lot. And my Uncle Phil Pavia certainly encouraged me a lot. And you know, I enjoyed going to his studio in New York, which I didn't go till I was a little older. I think he wanted to be sure that I really wanted to be an artist, you know, be a sculptor. And so he was influential. And my friends too. Gus and Glen and whoever I run into now and again and see their work, you know, they're doing the same thing. I have more in common. It's like, you know, it's like we're isolated little pockets here and there, little islands. Yeah, artists try not to lose, not to waste energy in competition. It's like you know, your ego can push you along, but then it could push you along too far, and it starts to drain you. You have to live by it. You choose art, and art chooses you. You know, once you've gotten hooked, you've opened. Was Knox Martin used to say talk about the Pandora's box. Once you open it up, that's it. You'll never close it. And that's it. You're set. You're set for life. Yeah. From Silvermine, we work with materials, so somewhere there, I know there's paper underneath, and I like having the paper, the lightness of the paper come through. So, I started teaching with Roger Prince in '65. I was his assistant in the summer, and I did some assistantship later on. And when I was up at Yale, I did also some teaching at the Culinary Institute. Taught them sculpture. And then from there on, I went to, after graduating, I went to the New School. And I was there for 25 years, New School in Parsons, teaching sculpture. I've been at Housatonic Community College for the past 12 years and teaching various subjects. In the early days, I was influenced by Edwin Dickinson, who I studied with, and Roger Prince. I liked his figures and his forms, but probably a little bit of that you could see in my work. Because when you're an artist, you have to deal with opposites too, and you have to kind of get out of yourself. That's what keeps you going, keeps you alive. Yeah.
Diversity.
Diversity, yeah. Yeah, you have a wider spectrum. Yeah, fine art, yeah, is artistic freedom, but also it has its own demands. There's another, it has its own reality that you have to deal with. And you have to be, you know, it's subjective and objective. It's a whole lot of things. It's so many things put together, you know, that's what keeps you going. So, it's like art sort of, you know, has patience with you as your life goes on. You go through insecure times when you finish with school and you have to sort of eke out a living, and then get these various jobs that take up a lot of time, and you're not able to do your artwork, and you can get stuck into an economic imprisonment, you know. So yeah, I struggled to get out of that, you know, and to keep, as long as I can keep on working. When I was younger, I had a lot more energy though, you know, so I could work on a job during the day, and at night I could do my own work. But now, you know, I have less energy, so I try to get, you know, more prime time in, you know, mornings, or, you know, teaching. I might be teaching at night, so afternoons I could work on my artwork. You know, try to get it in, and makes it a lot easier. Yeah, life without art, I don't, you know, I just couldn't imagine. I have to be, I'd have to be transported into being somebody else completely, I think, at this point, you know. I don't know, well, imagination is part of the real world. What could I say? It's there. Yeah. If a mule kicks you in the ass in the dark and you turn around, you don't see the mule, you know. The result is the same. So, inspiration could be that mule kicking you in the ass in the dark, and then you pursue it for the rest of your life, wandering in the dark, looking for little glimmers of light here and there. Yeah. That's art, yeah. The stars, the moon. There's always something at night. So, as well as the fear of the night. And a lot of people are afraid of art and afraid of creativity because of that, you know, that darkness that they perceive. I just perceive it as going through it like an envelope or something. Just going on through it, whatever it is. And I love the mystery. You know, I love it. And a lot of people have to have it explained to them. Everything explained and written down and explicit. So the artist doesn't do that. It tends to be a little sloppy sometimes. But that's the way we are.